I've been a bit frustrated about something the past 2 days. And there's a saying that goes, people want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. And about a year ago, I met somebody who was starting a business. He recently opened up a shop and wanted a few things done. And I told him, oh, hey, I'm a software engineer. I can also build websites, do database management. I got the whole package. Whatever you want, I got you. Let's do some business. And he said, that sounds amazing. What I need is a software for my employees and they can use it to do yada, yada, yada. And I said, I got you. Hit me up. I'll talk to you about my rate and I'll get it done for you as quick as possible. So boom, I finished it in like 3 days. He sent me the money. Bam, work done. So he tells me, hey, Andre, it's funny how we met because there's this guy who my friends and my business partners all rely on to maintain and develop their software. For the sake of this video, let's call him Greg, all right? So he says, Greg has been their go-to maintenance guy, their go-to IT guy. And I asked, so, what happened with Greg? Like, what's the problem here? Like, why is he not maintaining stuff for you or your friends anymore? Like, what's the deal? And he said, well, honestly, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but Greg is an egomaniac. He is the biggest narcissist I've ever met in my life, but he's good. He does great work. But sometimes the way he speaks to people, it makes them uncomfortable. It rubs them the wrong way. It offends people. He's very rude when he speaks to certain people and how he looks down at other people. So some of my friends and my business partners, we really don't rock with him anymore. But this software works great. You made our website faster too when I asked you if you could do some tweaks. And you're a really nice guy. So I said, hey, it is what it is. I'm glad we did business. Whatever's going on with Greg, that's, sorry you're going through that. Anyway, thanks for the business. See you later. So about 2 months later, he calls me again. Ring, ring. Yo, Andre, I've been raving about you to my business partners. They want you to maintain their website and software for them too. And I said, sure. He said, well, my business partners and I, we're going to the steakhouse in the city. Everyone is going to be there, even Greg. But at this dinner, I'll introduce you to some of my partners and I could get you some extra work. How's that sound? I was like, oh, huh. Why not? Why not? Now, think about what this guy is doing. He's low key. Well, not really low key. He's trying to replace Greg with me. He wants me to be that go-to guy. And I knew this beforehand. Look, I'm not the best IT guy in the world. I'm not the best coder. I'm not the best maintainer. I'm terrible with customer support because I don't like dealing with people. But I do think I do a decent job. I'm decent. But I guess Greg's ego is so bad that somebody who is apparently a super genius, his narcissism is not something people want to deal with. And let that be a lesson, because someone once told me that, look, if you wake up and one person is being an asshole to you, it's probably them. But if you wake up and everyone is an asshole to you, it's probably you. So everyone doesn't like this Greg guy. Now, I show up to the steakhouse, right? I meet the guy and he introduces me to all his business partners. Very nice people. I meet Greg as well. And we shake hands and everything. So we chop it up a little bit. And at the steakhouse, there's a big rectangular table, right? I sat at the end with Greg. And like I always say in my videos, if you ever meet me in person, I am very quiet. I am not a talkative person. So I sat there for most of the dinner, just listening to the many conversations at the table. Had some good steak, you know what I'm saying? And Greg, this was wild to me, right? During the dinner, Greg randomly brought this up and it blew my mind. Hold on. I have it on my phone here. Hold on one second. I have it quote by quote here. One second. Okay, so Greg says, and I quote, Greg says, and I quote, "This is how I knew I was the greatest of all time. When we had our Christmas party last year and you guys got me that jersey that said 23 on it, I'm Michael Jordan. That's how I knew I was the GOAT of what I do." He said that, like quote by quote, he said that. And when he said that at the table, I smiled because it was funny. It's like, did I just really see this? Is this like a WWE promo? Like, was this guy like, but at the same time, I was like, You good, bro? Like, you just randomly said that. Like, nobody prompted you to talk about that. Like, it's weird to me. Why did you just randomly just decide to call yourself the GOAT and just bring up that thing? Like, is this guy an egomaniac or something? Like, what's good with him? So, again, the steak dinner was fine. Now, about 2 months after that dinner, I end up getting a lot of business. All his business partners, they like me. They like the work I do. And I'm extremely non-confrontational. Even though I don't like working with people or giving customer support, I'm not like, a complete asshole. I may sound irritated once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But that's it, because listen, I've been working with them for so long. They added me to their group chat, right? Since they all work together. So I'm in this group chat right now. Now, since then, remember, this all started last year. I've been doing a lot of work. I'm paid handsomely for it. I've even become friends with these guys. Now, we just hang out once in a while, moving and whatever. So, going forward in the story now, this is where it all got spoiled, I think. In January of this year, 2025, one of the business partners, I don't know the right term off the top of my head right now. I'm losing the word for some reason. But one of the business partners, he sort of made a, I guess, partnership with a big company who is going to invest a lot of money into them and their products. The term is investor. There you go. So he made a deal with an investor, right? So I got a phone call from the business partner and he's like, yo, Andre, I got a major deal done. I have a huge project for you. I need it done by April. But here's the thing. I might get Greg to do it. Look, Andre, you're good, but what we need is not only an IT guy, a webmaster. We need someone who can do public speaking. And I know you're not much of a speaker. And I know you have a lot of anxiety and stress. You stress out very quickly. Don't worry about your face tattoos. They don't care about this. It's 2025. We don't care about tattoos unless it's like offensive, right? Your tattoos are not offensive. It's not that I don't trust you, nor think you'll do good work. I just want somebody who can be presentable and sociable. And I said to him on the phone, okay, I'll do the work and I will also do the presentation. But I'm humble enough to say I'm not a businessman. I'm not a public speaker. Again, I'm not a businessman despite me doing business with you guys. I need you to help me now. Teach me how to speak publicly and give a presentation about software or whatever. I didn't go to college for this. I never had to write papers or presentations about projects I made. I was just a guy who sat in his room and taught himself how to code. And the guy told me on the phone, Andre, all right, I'll hold you to that. I got you. Let's lock in. But I'm not going to do the work for you. And I can't just put all my eggs in one basket with you. On March 31st, 2025, March 31st, 2025, have a presentation ready and the project done and present it to everyone at the dinner we're going to have. All right, March 31st. I have to finish this huge project in time and have a presentation ready and get through the public speaking part where it's professional. It's like I'm trying to pitch something to more people here. So you're putting a lot on me. Now, this is where I think I made a mistake. Greg, from not only listening to him and communicating with him, right? But I also saw his projects, by the way, the source code, the infrastructure and everything. I seen how Greg works. Greg is 10 times better than me as a coder, as a maintainer, and as a presenter. He's very charismatic. I wish I could explain. He's got charisma level 10. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give it to him. Like I said, I've seen his work. He knows his stuff. I don't remember what university he graduated from too, but it's a very prestigious one. So it makes sense why he's 10 times better than me. I know a college degree doesn't automatically make you smart, but he's way better than me and most IT people I've seen. But so on the phone, so the phone call I had that I just talking about this about the March 31st thing. The phone call I had was on January, right? February now, last month. One of the business partners, it was his birthday. So we had a birthday dinner at the restaurant. I show up, I'm sitting there at the table. I'm sitting across from Greg. And I said, Greg, I've seen your work. Can you give me advice on public speaking and presenting projects? This guy gave me so much advice. Greg gave me so many valuable gems that I was really happy. Some things blew my mind. I was like, oh, I never thought about it that way. Like, he's really dropping that knowledge. You know, this guy does have an ego, but he doesn't seem selfish with knowledge. I remembered every single piece of advice he gave me to this day. It's only been a month, so I don't know why I'm saying like it's been like many years. But you know what I'm saying? He told me specifically that he wanted me to be great in this industry. That's why he's giving me this advice, because he's seen the work I've done. It could improve, but he's impressed. As somebody who is self-taught, right? He's impressed by me. I felt like I judged this guy based off of what everyone else said. The gossip, yes, his ego is huge, but he's not a bad guy. I don't think he's hard to deal with, if he respects you at least, or thinks you're impressive by some means. So boom, I think in February and up to this video being recorded in March, I've seen this guy like 5 times, and each time we chopped it up. Long conversations, very like hours long conversation. Bro gave me great advice each time, and I felt like, wow, Greg, I actually really like this guy. I could rely on him if I need guidance. Now, 2 nights ago, Greg posted in the group chat, and I quote, hold on, I gotta get my phone again. My phone locked. One second. Okay, so Greg posts this in the group chat, and I'm reading right now. He says, I know many of you have redone your software and websites recently, but if you want to truly take it to the next level, bring your investors to see a presentation done properly on March 31st, 2025. I would love to have you see how it goes, because the project is ready to go. You know, if you were paying attention, that's the same day I had my presentation. He already finished the project that I was offered and the presentation. This guy was 2 steps ahead of me this whole time. And when he posted that, the group chat blew up. One guy is like, what is properly? Remember, he said, bring your investors to see a presentation done properly. That's shade he's throwing at me. I went to this guy because he's better than me. He's more experienced. He's more educated. I would call him even inspirational for me to do better. And since I was asking for advice to better myself, he saw my weaknesses through it. What's that saying go? Never meet your superheroes. Like, bro, I asked for advice because I feel like I'm lacking in something. He saw that as a weakness and took advantage of it. So remember, the group chat blew up, and people were calling me. People were sending it to other people. They were telling me, look, Andre, look, here's what I want you to do. Ignore it. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Never respond to your enemies. Ignore them and pretend you didn't even see it. Huh? He left something in chat? Oh, well. So that's what I did. I didn't reply to the group chat. I didn't react to any messages, nothing. I saw it. That was it. Meanwhile, everyone else is mad at him because they see what he's doing. He sees me as a threat because everyone is raving about me. They're replacing him with me, and he wants to assert his dominance back. Like, listen, you got this Andre guy doing the work now, but remember, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? He feels a way about me. So the same guy called me from earlier, and it frustrated me a little bit because he tells me, look, do you see now, Andre? This is exactly why we don't like Greg. We keep him around because he's an asset at this point, because he does great, amazing work, superb work. But we've been stuck with this guy for years. You came in last year and you've made things way better. He feels you're a threat. But remember what I said, Andre. On the 31st, I need to see if you can present. If Greg has the work done and a presentation ready and it's secure and reliable, then we might have to pick him over you for the sake of the investors. We don't want you going up there, having a panic attack, freezing up, stuttering, being super nervous, sweating profusely, even though your product could be good. And because you're sweating and you can't present, cotton mouth and everything, we don't get investments. So here's what we're going to do. We talked as a group. On March 31st, at that dinner, both of you are going to present. And whoever does the better presentation and has the better product, we will pick the person to represent us. And I said, damn. Hey, I guess it's competition at this point. It's a cold world. I will still be there on the 31st. And I know this guy has the upper hand on me, but I'm going to do my best. So at the end of this month, I got a big event going on. It's frustrating because Greg was completely happy with me hanging around and doing work. He actually wanted to see me win as well. He said he wanted to see me succeed. But now that I'm doing things that he feels is better than him or something he deserves more, now suddenly we got an issue. Suddenly he's throwing shade. Suddenly this and that. And I don't know what else he's saying behind my back too. I've only shown love and respect to this guy. I told him to his face, like, yo, your work inspires me to do better, man. You know so much. And the long conversations we had, it was very personal from both sides. Honest. It feels like I could really trust this guy. Dare I say, I could consider him maybe a friend. But, hey, this is why that quote is important, how I started this video. People want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. This episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. Times Square.
Nightmare 7 a.m. in the morning though. No surprise. Times Square's you and I under those lights. No disguise. Don't tell me everything you wanted was a lie. All those city lights, it's an endless night. Never expected you to bring me so much life. Close my eyes too long, then it's time to say goodbye. Let's dance all night till the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Let's dance all night till the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Caution. Wait a moment, keep my heart locked away, it's filled with emotion. Gave the key to you, right in front of you is open. Hey, try your best to not leave it broken. Oh, it's been a while since you know it's frozen. Not the